Greetings, true believers. It's your old pal Spider-Man. Hey guys, KJ here. So first thing you might notice in my video is the lighting's a little bit different. So my bedroom is all on the interior. I don't have any windows, or the bathroom rather. And the lighting wasn't great, and I was noticing that my face was a little bit dark, so I went ahead and bought a floor lamp to kind of flood my bathroom with a little bit more light and just kind of make it a little bit better. So I hope that allows you to see me a little bit better. Not that you want to see me really, but I hope it makes the video quality a little bit better. Had a little bit of bad news yesterday. As you all know, we had the moving sale from grooming department. And I had initially placed the West Indes tallow and steel soap in my cart. Well, they said that they had a glitch in their inventory system and they ended up selling more of a few products than they actually had. They said they filled the orders in order that they received them, but when they got to mine, 2 of my soaps were gone already. One was the West Indes, the other was the Madagascar. Bummed about that a little bit because the Madagascar was the new soap base, so I don't get to try that one out right now. And also the West Indes was the one yesterday I said that I wasn't going to use the sample from Chad because I had the puck coming, but now I don't have a puck coming, so I'm going to go ahead and use this so I can experience the scent a little bit better. There's still just enough in there for probably one more use, so this puck or the sample will go back in the piff box for someone else to use later. So I'm gonna do this soap better justice today than I did yesterday. So problem was yesterday I was soaking my brush and I didn't wring it out all the way. So it was very wet as soon as it hit the soap and instantly just started making foam. And I had too much water in there to begin with, and it was too hard to bring it back. So this time, well shaken out brush. So that's gonna allow me to go to my sample bowl and actually just load the soap. So now definitely need to add some water. You see, it's not the sloppy mess that it was yesterday. It didn't affect the shave at all. I mean, my lather was a bit too wet on my face, but just fine. So now I got plenty loaded in my brush. So now we'll just work at lathering it on my face, which is just gonna take some water. And as you know, the way that I do it, right as I'm getting ready to add some more water, I press the brush into my face, which creates a little pocket. And that's where I'll drip the water straight into that pocket so that it gets into the brush. And then I work that in. I'm also very, very excited. I'm getting a new Paladin brush. I should hopefully have it by this weekend, but I'm going out of town this weekend, so probably won't get a chance to do anything with it until Monday or Tuesday. So probably Tuesday's shave, I'll actually use my new Paladin. Alright, so this is pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more water. In watching Josh's videos, and seeing how much water he uses, I'm thinking that I'm not using maybe as much water as I should be using for my soaps. There's no way I'm going to use as much as he does, especially since I'm face lathering and not bowl lathering. But who knows, he sprays his in with a spray bottle and I just kind of drizzle mine in. So we may end up using similar amounts, I have no idea. Alright, so that's really good. Alright, so watching Chad's latest videos, he's been doing the test between the Timeless and the Aristocrat. Got me to thinking a couple of razors that I haven't used in a very long time. I've got tons of razors that I haven't used in a very long time because I have probably over 200 vintage razors in my collection. So there's a lot that doesn't get used. Most of it's just on display. But I did grab a couple of razors that I'm going to use for the next couple of shaves. The first one is my, this came from a military officer's set. So it is the old type, single ring type head, but it's got the bulldog handle. And I believe this one is silver plated, just based on the tarnish that's on the bottom. Pretty sure that this was originally silver plated. It's not perfect. It's got some dings, so hopefully that just means it got some good use and maybe saw some use in the trenches, so to speak. I don't remember exactly what year this is, but it's in the like 1918 time frame, I think. And the other one is my gold US Aristocrat. So this is just the standard US version of the Aristocrat, no fancy numbers like all the British ones. But these are the razors that I'm going to use for the next couple days. So I'm going to start with the Bulldog. I've wanted this razor for a very long time and finally had one pop up on eBay about a year or two ago. Price is a bit steep, but this is one of those razors that I just had to have. Being in the military myself, I really wanted the military officer's razor. Comes in the complete set that has the 2 canisters and the blade holders and whatnot. So it's just a really nice presentation. I have another military razor. That one, pretty sure that one is a 1918. And that's one of the ones that's stamped property of U.S. Army on the bottom, which is really awesome because it actually has an affiliation with the military right on it. So this one, you know, just looking at the date code, it's got the serial number stamped in. It starts with a J, so that tells you that it's a military razor. So I ended up pulling my Persona blade out of my blue tip to put into this. It's a bit more aggressive than what I'm used to. So I'm going a little bit slower. Actually, I didn't expect this one to be so aggressive the way it looks. I thought it was going to be mild. I've been accused of using my double edge as single edges, so look, there's the flip. And I rinsed in the middle of the pass too. This is just a crazy shade, I guess. I usually like to give my face some water before I go back in with the second pass. I find that usually as the brush is sitting on the counter, it'll dry out just a little bit. So I like to get some water on my face. Just to help bring it back a little bit. So I don't really talk about the scent. It's you can definitely smell some citrus. It's not overt. It's an orange kind of scent. There's some spice in it. I can smell a little bit of like a bay rum note and a little bit of vetiver. The notes say that there's coconut in it, but I don't get any coconut out of it. I do not really care for orange scents. Anything fruity, really. I'm not a huge fan. I like coconut because it's on the warmer side. I guess I don't like fruity scents because they're on the brighter side. But this one is subdued enough that it's all right. So, and kind of not as good as I thought it was going to be to my nose, smelling from the sample. So maybe it's a good thing that I didn't get that puck. It's pleasant enough, but I've got one Talon Steel soap right now, and I've got Maya coming. I don't remember the exact scent notes from Maya, but I'll get to a review of that when it arrives. So 2 Talon Steel soaps is enough. It's really good soap, but it's gonna last forever too. Actually, I can't even remember the last time I've used a open comb DE. Been using the Micromatic, so that's an open comb, but that's a single edge. So even though I've got some lather on my face, this residual slickness isn't that great. So we're going to try to just add a little bit of water to this. Do the touch-up pass. It's all right. It's just a bit skippy. Definitely not super good on the residual slickness. So this is not an elite soap for me. Now I started, I'll probably post more about this later, but I started the elite soap thread because there was a member on another forum that says they've used over 600 soaps, and so they gave me their top 5, top 6 soap list. So I've been working my way through most of their list. And I agree with some and I don't agree with some. This was on the top of their list. I don't consider it elite. I definitely consider it tier 1, but it's not elite for me. Declaration Grooming was on their list, and that one I do consider to be an elite soap. So in that thread, I'll be discussing their picks and my thoughts on their picks. Coming up shortly. Alright, so yesterday I used the black tie cologne from Honeybee Soaps. I gotta say I wasn't a fan. It just kind of has that little cologne-y tinge that I didn't really care for. It didn't seem to last as long as the previous one that I used, the Blue Sugar. I would say it probably lasted 4 to 6 hours, but it had tapered down quite a bit by that point. I could still smell it, but wasn't really something that I see myself wearing. So that one's going to go in the Piff box. The last one I have to try is the Black Amber Musk, which only has a few things in it: amber, clove, nutmeg, and musk. So it's got to be from the musk, but it almost has a little bit of maybe a rose scent in there, but maybe it's just the combination of the amber and the musk. So you can definitely smell amber, musky, and spices. So come on, prime. My pumper's not working. Well, we're gonna do this a different way then. Till I can get that working. I definitely like that one a lot better than the black tie. I like the amber and the musk notes in it. So I'll try to get that working to get a proper spray out of that one, and then give you guys some idea on the longevity and the overall scent of that one when I come back tomorrow. So I do need to still follow up some aftershave. And again, I want to pick something that's not going to be overly scented to not compete with the cologne. So today I'm going to be using Spike. It's not Speak, it's Spike. And Spike is a great aftershave to use if you've had a rough shave. Lots of really good stuff in here. This is probably one of the best aftershaves overall if you're looking to repair or just make your face feel better if you've had a little bit of a rough shave. One more thing since I'll cover. Since Chris mentioned this in his video yesterday about how to dry a brush, I do not go to the trouble of using a towel to brush mine off. I don't think it's necessary. So all I do, once I get it rinsed out, I squeeze it and get as much as I can off, and then I grab it really tightly and I just shake it against my shower, and that's it. I've got just about all of the water out that would be hanging out at the bottom of the knot. Everything else is what's clinging to the bristles. and just sitting this out overnight, it's going to dry perfectly well on its own and be dry the next morning. I've used these for test lathers at night, done the same thing, and it's still dry in the morning. So you don't have to go to all the trouble of brushing it on a towel. You can if you want. I don't think it's necessary, but that's how I dry a brush, just quick and simple. So yeah, if you haven't checked us out yet, go to www.theshavingcadre.com. Check me out, I'm Spider, and watch some more of my videos. Like and subscribe on YouTube if you do enjoy this video, and we'll see you guys on the forums. Bye.